Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about a video that was requested, and it's relating to courses outside of the traditional Masters of Petroleum Engineering. Before we get to the content, please be sure to like this video, subscribe so you can get more content in oil and gas and professional development topics, and please be sure to comment on the video below so I can incorporate your feedback into future videos. Please be sure to hit that notification bell when you do subscribe, because I upload every Friday and every Sunday. Every Friday is a professional development topic, and every Sunday is a technical review. Well, let's get to the content. Let's face it, there are classes that we are required to take outside of petroleum engineering during our master's studies. At least that was my experience when I pursued my master's in petroleum engineering at Texas A&M University. The first couple of courses I'm going to talk about will relate to the Masters of Petroleum Engineering degree plan, and then what 2 courses I had to take outside. The rest of the courses are based on some of the research that I've done from universities that are within the United States and what courses are available based on the public course catalog that they had that I could access to. So the following videos will cover some of those topics, and I hope you can take into consideration what classes you may want to take in your graduate studies. You may have them available during your graduate studies, or you may have them available in other course websites such as Coursera, Udacity, Udemy, you name it. The first course I'm going to talk about is called Regression Analysis. In Texas A&M, it's known as Stat 608. But regression analysis is not just learning about linear regression, but learning about multivariate analysis and how important it is to find those relationships between multiple variables and the response variable. I found this class to be extremely important and useful into my day-to-day work, because 30% of my work is data analytics. So using regression analysis can help you dip your toes into machine learning and data analytics. In fact, it is a data analytics course when you think about it. It gives you, and it requires background in statistics when you take the regression analysis course. Topics covered are multilinear regression, bootstrapping, time series forecasting, you name it. I strongly suggest you take this regression analysis course if it is available in your university. The next course I suggest to take is a course that I was required to take during my master's studies, and it's called Stratigraphy. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it talks about naming stratigraphic units and facies analysis. I suggest you take a look into this course if you want to get a geology background, and if you know that the unconventional basins that you're working with will require that skill set. The next course I suggest, and it's outside of the petroleum engineering department, which is why I'm suggesting it, is called machine learning. This is provided by the computer science and computer engineering department at Texas A&M University. I strongly suggest you take this course to have a background in machine learning and data analytics, and you get to learn about conceptual clustering. You get to learn about self-computer techniques to improve performance. You get to learn about all different types of machine learning techniques in order for you to become very competent at it, as well as learn as the background of it. The next class I suggest you might take is called Data Mining and Analysis. This course is going to be extremely helpful, especially when you enter in the industry. There are so many companies that are out there that are looking for young professionals that are good at data mining and data analysis. This course will cover concepts from machine learning. You get to learn about clustering and classification. You get your background in statistics, and you really learn about how to analyze the data. And the data isn't going to be prepared and clean like you might get in some of your courses. This data is going to be extremely messy, and you're going to learn how to organize everything. Some of the data that you'll be getting is from online, or there'll be pre-made data sets that are donated from companies. But I strongly suggest you get this, or you take this course in order to get the practical experience so you can apply this almost immediately after graduation. The next few courses I'm going to talk about will be at Texas A&M's Masters of Science Analytics program, and these are the graduate school courses that I would suggest you take in relation to the analytics program. The first course in the Masters of Science and Data Analytics program is called Advanced Coding for Data Analytics. This class will cover advanced coding libraries for data analytics and machine learning, and it will give you a lot of background into how you can do some data wrangling, data visualization, and use other machine learning techniques to do similar to the course that I mentioned before when it comes to data analysis and data mining. I strongly suggest you take this course so you can get a background in coding and you can apply some of your data wrangling skills to creating some great visualizations and for data interpretation. The next course I'm going to talk about is visualizing and understanding data using modern tools. This is going to help you create dashboards and use tools that are used in the industry on how you can make decisions. This is applying some of your data wrangling techniques, machine learning techniques, and some of the coding techniques that you've learned in your previous classes. But this time you get to build projects and visualization tools to help interpret the data. So I strongly suggest that you take this course to gain that skill set. The next course I'm going to talk about is deploying enterprise data models and building optimization models. This course talks about building mathematical models in order to make business decisions, or mathematical models for optimization to develop business decisions. At least that's what the course description says pretty briefly, but because this is a part of the Masters of Analytics program, I strongly suggest you take this course. If you want to enroll into the program at A&M, go ahead and email. I'll put more information in the description below on how you can apply for the program. But there's obviously some great courses that you can take and get some certification off of that. So I strongly suggest you take this course to build some optimization models, and if you're in the optimization phase, in your model making to help make decisions. Next course I'm going to talk about is another geology course, and it's called Petroleum Systems Modeling and Basin Modeling. This course is pretty explanatory because it's talking about how you can do sedimentary basin modeling. You learn about hydrocarbon expulsion, migration, accumulation, and how you can create that model and simulate those models, especially in reservoir simulation. You can develop an earth model and then integrate that into reservoir simulation to come up with your hydrocarbon estimates. I strongly suggest you take this course because it marries petroleum engineering and geology, and it's a nice segue into getting a geology background or having some geology applications into your petroleum engineering work. And that's a wrap, everyone. Those are all the courses that I suggest you take that are outside of petroleum engineering. I know this is heavy in machine learning and some of it's in geology, but I suggest that you take those courses in order for you to have that great segue between petroleum engineering, geology, and data science and data analytics. I know that data science and data analytics are in a huge demand right now. I could be talking about some MBA courses, but I would leave that to another video that I will take when I talk about my MBA experiences. As usual, please be sure to like this video, subscribe so you can get more content in oil and gas and professional development topics, and please be sure to comment on the video below so I can incorporate your feedback into future videos. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.